So after the profit and loss appropriation account, the next account that we are going to prepare is the partners capital account. What is partners capital accounts? So partners basically bring in certain capital to the firm in the form of cash, goods or assets. When they are starting a partnership firm, every partner brings certain capital to the firm. It could be cash, it could be goods, it could be assets. So a record has to be maintained of that. A record has to be maintained that how much capital a partner has brought, how much capital is increasing, how much capital is decreasing throughout the year. So for that purpose, we prepare a partner's capital account. So basically, we are keeping a record of increase or decrease in the partner's capital during one financial year or whatever period we decide. So there are two methods of preparing the partner's capital accounts: fluctuating or floating capital method and fixed capital method. So by the word itself, you can understand fluctuating or floating capital method means the capital changes. It keeps on changing every year, right? So fixed capital method, the capital is going to remain fixed. So under fluctuating and floating capital method, we prepare only one account, that is partners capital account, and under fixed capital method, we prepare two accounts, partners capital and partners current account. So basically the entries of the transactions that we are going to write are going to be the same in both of them. We'll have same transactions. We'll just in fluctuating capital method or in partners capital account, all the transactions, all the entries are going to come together. And in fixed capital method, because we are making two accounts, the entries or the transactions will be divided, but the transactions are not going to change. So what are the different transactions that are recorded? Anything that changes the capital. What are the thing that changes your capital? Capital brought in by the partners, the capital introduced at the beginning of the partnership, and if any additional capital is introduced. Capital withdrawn by a partner, if the partner is withdrawing any capital. Drawings, if the partner is making drawings, if there is any interest on drawing. Salaries received by the partner, if salary is being received, capital will increase, profits will increase. Commission received, again profits will increase. Interest on capital received by a partner, if they are receiving interest, again capital will increase. Share in goodwill, if there is any share in goodwill, which is going to increase the capital. If goodwill is written off, which is going to decrease the capital. Profit or loss brought forward from profit and loss appropriation account. So we just prepared the profit and loss appropriation account before this, and we calculated how much profit each partner is going to have. So we are going to bring that forward and record it in partners capital account. Why? If they are having profits, their capitals are going to increase. If they are having losses, the capitals are going to decrease. So anything that is going to change the capital of a partner is going to be recorded in the partner's capital account. Basically maintaining a record of how much capital has been brought in, by which transactions the capital is increasing or decreasing throughout the year, and what is the capital of the partners at the end of the year. So coming to the format of partners capital account, first we'll go through the format under fluctuating capital method, where the capital keeps on changing. So you have to prepare only one account under this, which is partners capital account, right? So you will have a simple ledger format, which you have been doing till now. Date, particulars, you will also have a journal folio here. I have not made that. Amount, this will be your debit column. Repeated again, date, particulars, journal folio, and amount, credit column. So this will be your credit column. You can see two arrows here, which indicates if the capital is going to increase, if there is any transaction through which capital is going to increase, it will be recorded on the credit side. If there is any transaction through which capital is going to decrease, it is going to be recorded on the debit side. We have already gone through the transactions. We have already studied the transactions that increase or decrease your capital, right? So by balance brought down, this will be your balance, the capital that you brought at the beginning of the partnership, right? By cash or bank, additional capital, if you are introducing any capital which is going to increase your capital, you have this arrow here, you will write it on the credit side. By interest on capital, if you are receiving any interest on capital, again it will increase your capital. By salaries, by commissions, if you are receiving any salaries, if you are receiving any commission, again both of them are going to increase your capital. You're going to record it on the credit side. And by profit and loss appropriation account, share in profits, if we had a profit in profit and loss appropriation account, we will record that profit here because those profits are again going to increase your capital. Now coming to the debit side, any transaction that is going to decrease your capital is going to be recorded on the debit side. So the first will be to cash or bank, withdrawal of capital. If you're withdrawing your capital will automatically be decreased and you will write it on the debit side. To drawings, if you're making any drawings. To interest on drawings, if you're paying any interest on drawings, again it will decrease your capital. And to profit and loss appropriation, share in losses. So if profit and loss appropriation had a loss and you had a share in loss, if you are suffering from losses, your capital will go down, you will record it here. So either you're going to record on the debit side to P&L appropriation or on the credit side by P&L appropriation. Why? Because either you have a loss or you have a profit. If you have a profit, your capital will increase. If you're having a loss, your capital will decrease. Compare both the columns, you will get a balance, and you're going to get in fluctuating capital method, you're going to get a balance on the debit side, because most of the times, like 99.9% of the times, your capital is increasing only, your capital does not decreases. Now coming to the fixed capital method. Now the transactions that we studied here in the fluctuating capital method, these same transactions are going to appear in the fixed capital method also. Just that we prepared two accounts under fixed capital method, the partner's capital account and the partner's current account. These transactions are going to be divided between partner's capital account and partner's current account. Rules are going to be the same. Debit side, anything that decreases the capital. Credit side, anything that increases the capital in both the accounts. So what are you going to record in the partner's capital account? Only when the capital is brought in and the capital is withdrawn, you are going to record it in partner's capital account. By balance brought down, whatever capital you introduce. By cash or bank, if you introduce any additional capital. To cash or bank, if you have withdrawn any capital. That's it. This is the only transaction that you're going to record in partner's capital account. Now anything apart from that, that were your salaries. Let's take it from here. Salaries, commission, share in profits, share in losses, interest on drawings, all of them are going to appear in your partner's current account. So partner's current account, to balance brought down, by balance brought down, if there was any debit balance in the question, if in the previous year there was any debit balance, then you will write it here. Again, if there was any credit balance in the previous year, then you're going to write it here. If there is any balance carried forward from the previous year, it will be given in the question. If there is no balance, we will not write to balance brought down or by balance brought down, right? Now, what are the different things that are happening during the year which are increasing or decreasing your capital? Receiving salaries, receiving interest on capital, receiving commission, and having profits. Record them on the credit side. What are the things that are going to decrease your capital? Drawings, if you are paying interest on drawings, and if you are having any losses. So record them on the debit side. Again, compare both the sides, you will get a balance. That means the capital at the end of the year, right? So first you prepare your partner's capital account under fluctuating capital method, then you followed the fixed capital method where you prepared two accounts, partner's capital account and partner's current account. The rule that was followed was credit were all the transactions which increased your capital, debit were all the transactions which decreased your capital. The only difference is here in fluctuating capital method, all the transactions are written all together in one account, whereas in fixed capital method, the transactions are distributed between partner's capital and partner's current account. Partner's capital account only records the introduction of capital and additional capital and withdrawal of capital, whereas partner's current account involves the various things like salaries, commissions, drawings, the various items or the various transactions that are going to affect or change your capital, increase or decrease your capital. And after calculation, either from the fluctuating capital method or from the fixed capital method, at the end you will get whatever is your capital at the end of the year, how much your capital has changed at the end of the year. So I hope this particular format, both the formats are clear.